Now we completed the wash basin nearest pipe, the sanitary T, and going down we have Y pipe 45-degree elbow, then water closet, the flange connection. After the sanitary T, again going down we have the Y 45-degree, all the top connection. We completed all these top connections. Now and bottom, and going further we have the horizontal fittings. So what horizontal fittings normally we are using when we have the multiple connections, so that we will see. So here, like you see here, 45-degree Y and 145-degree elbow, this is the acceptable way of installation. Okay, or instead of these two you can use the combo. I mean the same I showed you, the combo fittings. In the combo fittings, if you use, you don't need to provide the elbow separately, elbow directly one single fittings will come like a combo. You see the angle which is turning straight away, so there is no need to have other again one elbow. Directly straight away the 45-degree angle will be covered in the combo fittings. Now this is the common arrangement, like you see here. I'm starting from here. 4-inch water closet, the closet flange, then 4/3-inch bend. Then this connection, I said told you, don't use the Y pipe, use the sanitary T. Going down we can use the combo or which fitting, combo or here.
Y fitting, sir.
Yeah, Y pipe. Okay, so we can use. Then we have the cleaner plug shown. And moving further, and I will ask you one question. From these fittings to this fittings. So this is any particular gap we need to keep. I mean the minimum gap or maximum gap. What's your idea? What's your experience? From this
No, sir,
point,
no,
nothing.
nothing, sir. That's not
Nothing. Okay, let's say there is an answer, but let's say let's discuss soon. So okay, so this is 3-inch combo we can use. This is the sweep fittings we have used. After that, moving further, we have the wash basin, a lavatory. So 1.25-inch I'm taking, but the okay, this arrangement is 1.5 sanitary T. Okay, 1.5 sanitary T. First I will finish the drainage, then I will go for the vent pipe. So because I'm not talking about the vent pipe now. So now this drainage is going down. This is a 1.5-inch degree, 45-degree elbow, and 3/3 by 1.5-inch Y. So the downstream, this point is done. Now coming to the top side. First I'll start from here. So here for the water closet, as per the IPC, the pipe size we are using 1.5-inch toilet vent pipe. Okay, as per IPC. As per UPC, 2-inch toilet vent pipe I have to use here. Okay, so coming to this side, for the wash basin, 1.25, I mean the minimum size, 1.25 laboratory vent pipe I am using. Normally 1.5-inch we are using, but minimum is 1.25. Okay, we are taking connection like this, and this is the 90-degree elbow. This is the 90-degree elbow, and you here see I have provided the horizontal vent pipe. It is acceptable, na? Because this is above flood FLR, above FLR. What is the FLR? Just now we discussed. Can you remember?
Yes, sir. It's
Flood
WC.
level. Yeah, the flood level, FLR, flood level rim we discussed now. So this horizontal pipe flood level rim above the flood level rim, because here is the wash basin. So here is the flood level rim, the water. This is above that only, the top of that one. So it is acceptable to use the horizontal dry vent. Okay, so I mean the horizontal pipeline. So this is connecting with the sanitary T. As per IPC, 1.5 is sanitary T, because why? This is coming with 1.5 inch. This is coming with 1.5 inch. You have the 1.5 sanitary T. If you are using with the UPC, if you follow UPC in Uniform Plumbing Code, this can be 2 inch. This can be 1.5 inch. So this connection will be 2/2 by 1.5. So that's the difference between IPC and UPC. Okay, so here we will use 2 inch for the UPC. IPC will use 1.5 inch. That's the reason here the fitting size will be varying. That's all. There is no difference. Only the size will be varying. Now here. Here the next connection. For example, this is the place where we have the branch take up, because here is coming with a higher size. I want to take the vent pipe now. So how to take the vent pipe? Normally we can provide the bush connection to connect the appropriate size vent into the hub of the 3-inch sanitary T. Normally we have 4-inch sanitary T. You will need to flush. You need to have a flush bushing. Flush bushing kind of look like hockey pucks. You can see the bushing connection. So the bottom will be higher size, top will be lower size. So you can provide a bushing connection here like this. for the connection. You could also use a reducer. So you can, instead of the bushing, you can also use the reducer also for this connection. Then you already know that lavatory individual vent is size 1.5 inch. So here this is the vanity and we have the wash basin. Here we have the vent pipe which is going here. So this pipe, the minimum pipe size is 1.25 inch, the trap size. If you use 1.5 inch, okay, we can have the connection like this. And at you know that this point we are providing the sanitary T. So this 1.5 inch, the main thing is you have to provide the slope. Okay, we discussed earlier. We have to provide the slope connection, the slope towards the sanitary fixture. Okay, here you can see this is the slope towards the downwards towards the sanitary fixture. So this slope we must provide. Okay, so towards the sanitary fixture. Then yeah, so this offset already we told you this is above FLR, so it is acceptable. This horizontal pipe. Okay. Now coming to the rule. This is the question I asked you. So we saw the vent pipe I have taken from here, and here's a water closet. So this is called as a trap arm, toilet trap arm. So what is the rule we need to, because you know normally what happen, we have some fixer in one particular location. You are providing the vent pipe far away from the fixer. For example, we have a toilet here, we have the water closet here. So from the water closet you have taken the connection, you have connected with the header pipe. Here we have the urinal. This one you are connected with the header pipe which is going down to some other area. Going down. Okay, for example, you have the ground floor and first floor. This is in the first floor, which is going down. So where we need to provide the vent pipe? Here is the fixer. Here is the fixer. Can I provide the vent pipe here or here? Where we need to provide the vent pipe? So the rule as per IPC, there is, if you are in the IPC, there is no limitation in the length for the trap arm. So there is no limitation for the trap arm. That's right, no limitation. But what makes the limitation? UPC, Uniform Plumbing Code, simply make sure the distance is 6 feet or less. Okay. So if you, how to measure the 6 feet? So maximum distance must be 6 feet. It should not be more than 6 feet. That is a very important rule we have to follow. The 6 feet must be measured from the finish flow, I mean the flange to the internal dimension. At this point you have to measure. Hello friends, 1 minute. We work hard to collect all the information from various sources to give you best understanding of the subject. Most of the people watch the video but they don't subscribe. Please motivate us by subscribing our channel to post more and more technical videos for you. Thank you. Okay, so this dimension must be 6 feet or less, not more than that. Okay, that rule you have to follow. So 6 feet means 6 by 3.28. It's 1.83 meter maximum. This distance you have to follow. Okay, so that's all. So these are the very important drainage installation you must consider when you go for the design, for the drawing preparation and the calculation and everything. Okay, so that's clear.